Hello everyone, welcome to our new video. So today we're going to talk about even and odd functions. In the previous video we talked about functions, like what are they, when do we use functions, and we solved a few questions. Today we're going to talk about even and odd functions. Basically we're going to see what is even function, what is odd function, and also we're going to solve a few questions about it. Alright, let's start. So the previous session we said that we define function as fx or the function of x, and we also said that it could be anything like 2x plus 1 or whatever you like. So you now let's see what is even and what is odd. So our fx is the main function. Okay, we have two different conditions for even and odd functions. If f of minus x is equal to f of x, then we call this even, and if f of minus x is equal to negative f of x, we call this odd. Okay, it's pretty simple. It means that if we replace x with negative x, and then output of the function is as same as it was before, like f of x, we call this even. But if we change x to negative x and the output of the function becomes negative of what it was before, we call this odd. So this might be a bit confusing, but no worries, we're gonna solve a few questions together. Okay, so let me erase everything and just solve a few questions. Maybe not this one, white color is better. So imagine that we have a function like let's say x to the power of 2 plus 2. Okay, let's give it a random number like f of 2. Okay, f of 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 2 plus 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, right? Now, let's take a look at f of negative 2. F of negative 2 is negative 2 to the power of 2 plus 2. Cool. Negative 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. See? F of 2 is equal to f of negative 2. That's why we call this even. This is an even function. Because we tested the function with random x. Our random x was 2. The answer or the output of the function was 6. Then we tested this with negative 2. The answer was still equal to 6. So it means that f of 2 is equal to f of negative 2. So this function is even. Cool. Let's take a look at another one. Maybe this one. F of x is equal to something very simple like 5x. Okay, let's give it a random x, for example f of 3. So f of 3 is equal to 5 times 3, and 5 times 3 is 15. Now f of negative 3 is equal to 5 times negative 3, which is negative 15. See? Now our f of 3, which is 15, is negative f of minus 3, because this one is negative 15, this one is 15. So this one is negative of the f of negative 3. That's why we call this an odd function. Right? Perfect. So at the beginning you can try solve this question exactly like this, to give it a random number, then use the same number but the negative of the same number, basically like 3 and negative 3, and compare the output. But if you become a bit more professional, you don't have to use numbers. For example, if f of x is maybe x squared plus 5, you can easily write f of negative x is equal to negative x to the power of 2 plus 5. And we know that negative x to the power of 2 is still x squared plus 5. And these ones are equal, so this is an even function. But it's up to you. If you cannot solve it like this way, you can always give the random number, like what I did in the previous frames, and compare the answers. I hope everything is clear until this point. There is one more thing left, and we want to take a look at even and odd functions graph. Let's say f of x is x squared. You can use like websites like Desmos. You can get help from this to sketch some function, but I have provided some videos to help you manually do that, but no worries, you can always use websites like Desmos. Anyhow, if you want to sketch this function, we know that this is y is equal to x squared. Okay, as you can see, this function is kind of symmetric to our y-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. It's like that our y-axis right here is a mirror, and right side is equal to the left side. So if your function is symmetric to the y-axis, then your function is even. If this one is 2, this one is negative 2, then f of 2 is equal to f of negative 2, right this point. So f of x is equal to f of negative x, and this function is even. I hope everything is clear. Now take another look at this one. F of x is equal to maybe x cubed. Yes. So you can again use Desmos, but if you sketch this function, you would have something like this. Now, this function actually is not symmetric to y-axis, but it is symmetric to x-axis. Take a look at this. This is, for example, 2. This is negative 2. Okay. F of 2 is this point. F of negative 2 is this point. So it's like that this time your x-axis is acting like a mirror, and this function is odd. So using this method, you can easily find out if the function is even or odd just by taking a look at the sketch of the function. Hope everything is clear. Just one last point is that so some functions are even, some of them are odd, but if you use the previous the method I told you guys and see that the function is not even and is not odd, then it's okay. It could be neither. That's also possible. For example, if our function here is 2x plus 2, then f of 2 is 2 times 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6. F of negative 2 is 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. They're not equal, and they're not like negative of each other, so it's not even and it's not odd. So this is totally okay. Okay, well done everybody. So in today's session I taught you how to identify even and odd functions by having their formula, or just take a look at their sketch. I hope everything is clear. Let me know in the comments what other subject you want me to teach you guys, and I promise I'll take care of all of them. And yep, have a good lesson. Take care and see you next time. Bye bye.